G'day everyone. I'm just going to sorry about the hand across the video. I just wanted to come on and say g'day and do a Tuesday night live. So, wait for a few people to come in. Just waiting to see. I'll just have YouTube on in the background on my laptop. If you missed Adam's live, you probably won't know. But for those of you that were in Adam's live, I will give you a bit of an insight into what we were talking about, what I was personally talking about. Tomorrow is the 6th of July. 6th of October. Now that is a milestone for me in my current. I've just got to go and do a Facebook notification. I'm just waiting for comments on a post I just put on Facebook. Okay, so back to what I was saying before I was really interrupted by Facebook dedications, or notifications, I should say. For those of you who missed Adam Kilpatrick's live video, I was talking about a special employment milestone. With the current company I currently work for. Tomorrow is the 15th anniversary, is 15 years since I started. I'm just reading comments too. I'm doing comments. I'm doing Facebook as well. I can multitask because I've got the laptop behind me. So I have been working for them now for 15 years tomorrow. So yeah, I started on the 6th of October 2006, and I've been there now 15 years. I've been able to do a lot of things. Thanks, Bibi. It's flown, let's put it this way. But as I was saying, I have been able to travel. I've been able to do some things I'll never, ever, I'd never imagine I would have been able to do without the job. So yeah, I've been able to travel a lot. Although I've only been travelling predominantly the east coast of Australia, so sort of like Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, and all points in between. Most of that has been flying out of my out of where I live. I know some have been flights in and out of where I live. I'll just pour a drink. I'm getting a bit dry here. What else? Just give me 30 seconds. I'm feeling a bit dry. Don't mind the Pepsi. It's a pity it's not mixed with something. It's a pity it's not mixed with my friend from County Cork in Ireland. That's a bit better. That's tomorrow night. Yeah, so I've been able to travel a lot, but one of my most memorable, or should I say my most memorable things I've done, just while I finish pouring this, has been to be able to go and swim with dolphins. That there are videos on YouTube. I'll put the actual playlist video from 2015 into my description later. Just let me. So yeah, So that one was a special. That playlist is a special playlist. Just go and like that comment. Um, that was my 30th birthday back in 2015. So, as for other, yeah. So in other news, oh yeah, I did mine in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales. But I have as I said, I have a playlist from my birthday that will go into the description later. So stay tuned for that. Um, I've been able to travel to Brisbane. I've been able to travel to Melbourne. Melbourne, I want to go back. I want to go back to Melbourne. There were a lot of things I actually managed to miss while I was in Melbourne. One of which there was two things that I managed to miss while I was in Melbourne. One of them was the Lindsay Fox Classic Car Collection, and the other was the Driver Classics Heritage Bus Fleet. Go and have a look at the Driver Heritage Bus Fleet in Melbourne, and the Lindsay Fox Classic Car Collection. But I'll get back. I'll get back, and one day I'll get back and I'll take those two places off my bucket list, because the Driver Classics fleet, there's a couple of really nice buses in there, so I want to have a quick look. And I'm just reading comments on Facebook as well, because of the way I've got my phone set up. I can read straight over the top of my phone, but through my selfie ring. Yeah, so yeah, and then Brisbane, I've got a few places I want to. Well, I actually can tick one of the places I wanted to see off. It was a trailer manufacturer called Tough Trailers, and that's off my bucket list. Ooh, who's commented and not popped up? One of my old bosses has just come in. Yeah, so I was fortunate enough this year when I was in Brisbane to see Tough Trailers in Crestmead, in the industrial sort of area of Crestmead. Had I known a friend of mine worked just up the bloody road, I would have gone and visited him. Yeah, so same street as Tough Trailers, but just further up. But I didn't know until I'd got back to my accommodation when his wife, who is also a friend of mine, we went to school all the way through. So yeah, she told me he worked up there, and I didn't know. I was just getting in and out of Tough Trailers to visit, and I met up with a couple of really good friends of mine down at Bus Stop Sales and Service, which also shares a site with a company called Heavy Haulage Assets. That's my friend's business. They share the back shed. Met up with my mate John Kelly and my mates John Kelly and Marshall Watergo there. Yeah, so that was an uneventful trip. First coach trip last year. Oop. People are commenting. People are commenting, and I'm getting comments. Oh, someone is typing a comment. This better pop up this time, otherwise I'm going to be bloody spewing. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I didn't know they were having an open day until they popped it up on Facebook, just totally random. They popped that up totally randomly on Facebook, and I didn't know until I looked at Facebook. It came up in my newsfeed. I'm thinking, I've got to get there. I've got to get there. Well, I could catch the train from where I was staying to Rocklea, but then I had to get over to where they were on Ipswich Road. So I didn't want to call a taxi, so I ended up downloading the Uber app, and I used an Uber for the first time. I really was surprised I used an Uber. I did because it was cheap. It wasn't that dear actually. It's only $15 each way. That didn't include the tip to the $5 tip that I gave the drivers. Oh, yeah. So no, that was fun. And this year I bought. It was actually the actual. The time I took off was the week before the week of my birthday. I was travelling for my birthday this year, so yeah. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. I'll jump off now and do some other stuff. I've got to go and reply to absolute bucket load of comments on this post, on this status update. So I will talk to you all again probably tomorrow. I will talk to you all again tomorrow night. I might sound, I'm going to be drinking. I don't know whether I can pan this around. I'll pick this camera up. Whoop. I'll pan the camera around so you can see what I've got prepared. So that's my arsenal of alcohol. Vodka from New Zealand, or what I call Russian biodiesel, from County Cork in Ireland, and peach schnapps brewed on or distilled up on the Central Coast in New South Wales. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Somersby, which is on the Central Coast of New South Wales, Australia. 9.9 standard drinks in one bottle of that. That's a full bottle, so that's a full bottle, 22 approx. And what have we got in the vodka? That is 22 as well. So that's 40%. 80%. Add that in, you have 98%, 196 proof. It's worth of alcohol. Anyway, guys, I will sign off for tonight. I'll spin back around. Signing off for tonight. I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.